Right. So we are going to be looking at area and circumference of circles. This is GCSE Foundation 1 to 9. So I'm going to be looking at quite a number of questions related to area and circumference of circles. So I'm going to start with this first one here. It reads, a circle is a radius of 6.5 centimeters. So this is the keyword radius, all right? A lot of students, they get confused between radius and diameter. So this is radius, right? So they're saying a circle has a radius of 6.5 centimeters. Work out the circumference. There is another word, circumference, okay? So what I just need to do in this case is to know the formula for circumference of a circle. The formula for circumference of a circle. So we know that circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, so what I'm now doing is I'm just substituting the information that has been provided into this formula. So 2 pi r, I'm going to write my 2 times then pi. This r here stands for radius. And what is my radius? My radius is 6.5. So I'm going to say times 6.5, which is going to give me, this is going to be 13 pi. All right. 18 pi, 18 pi, right, which gives me to two decimal places is going to be 40.84. 40.84 centimeters. So this is my answer. So it's either they can say leaving your answer in the form of pi, or in terms of pi, you can leave your answer as 13 pi. But when they specify that give your answer correct to two decimal places, you then leave your answer like this. All right. So this is 40.84 centimeters. This is the answer. All right. Now let's look at the second question here. The second question, it reads, a circle has a diameter. See, it's diameter of 9 meters. Work out the area. So this is what I start by doing. I start by highlighting the most important information that is provided. So I know this is the diameter, and then I know I'm supposed to work out the area of the circle. The area of the circle. So what is the formula for area of the circle? So the formula for area of the circle is pi r squared. That's the formula, pi r squared. So you see the formula for circumference is not the same as the formula for area of a circle. Please don't get it confused. You need to know these formulas by head. Actually, they are easy to know by head. So area is equals to pi r squared. Then now I'm going to sub in the given information into this formula. So I'm going to put pi here, then times, then here, this r here, it stands for radius. And in this case, they say this is diameter. So you should know by now that radius is not the same as diameter. A lot of students, they get this confused. No wonder I said whenever you are answering this question, start by highlighting the most important information that is given so that you don't get it mixed up or end up taking the wrong data that is given. So this is very, very important. So you can see that the 9 meters, this is diameter, is not radius. It's not the radius here. It is not. So what do? I need to find my radius, and I know that radius is half of the diameter. So I know this is the diameter, right? Which is 9 meters. I just come here, then I say 9 divided by 2 to find my radius, which is going to give me 4.5. So this is my radius. This is my radius. So this question needed me to find my radius, okay, by using the given diameter. So now I've got my radius, which is 4.5. Then I now take my radius and I sub it in to the formula now. Okay. Then now I say pi times 4.5 squared, which is going to give me 81 over 4 pi. Okay. So if the questioner wants me to leave my answer in terms of pi, I'll just leave it like this. But in this case, we are going to leave our answer um, correct to 1 decimal place. Correct to 1 decimal place. So the answer there is going to be 63.6 meter squared. So this the unit of measurement for area is very important. So squared. You see, I didn't say meters. I said meter squared. I said meter squared. All right, now let's move on to the next question. So the next question reads, a circle has a diameter of 12 millimeters. A circle has a diameter. I come here, I highlight diameter, and then work out the circumference. Okay, so that means I need to use the formula for circumference. And I know that the formula for circumference is equal to, since here they've given me the diameter, so I need to use another formula for circumference, which has got diameter. So this is going to be pi d. You see, this is going to be pi d. So what is the difference between these two formulas? Let's go up. Let's go up again. So here we were finding circumference of a circle when we are given the radius. You can see. So in this case, we're given the radius over here. This is the radius that we were given. All right. So that's why I had to use the formula that has got radius, which is 2 pi r. So this formula, I can apply it whenever I'm finding circumference when they have provided us with the radius. So I can go ahead and use 2 pi r. But now in this case, they've given us the diameter, so which means I can now apply the formula for circumference that has got d standing for diameter. All right. Either way, you can also use this formula here, the one with the radius, and still get the same answer. But in this case, we just want to quickly go straight to the point. So that's why I'm just going to use the one with the diameter, which is pi times diameter. Right, so which is going to be equal to pi. What is our diameter? The diameter here is given, which is 12. Then I say times 12, which is going to be 12 pi if I'm to leave my answer in terms of pi, or I can leave my answer to 2 decimal places, but in this case, let's leave our answer in terms of pi, because according to the question reads, give your answer in terms of pi. So this is our answer in terms of pi. In terms of pi. So we are done with this one. Now we are moving on to the next question, which happens to be this one. So this one now says a circle is a radius. I come here and then I circle radius of 8 centimeters. Work out the area of the circle. So which means I'm going to use the formula for area of the circle. So the formula for area of the circle, you should be knowing this formula by head now, which is very, very easy. It's pi r squared. Pi r squared. Then now I'm subbing into this formula the information that has been provided. I'm going to sub that information into this formula. All right, or I'm going to put or insert the information that has been given into this formula. All right, so the formula of area of a circle is pi r squared. So now I'm going to sub in pi times, what is our radius? In this case, our radius is 8. So times 8 squared. Okay, and then which is going to give me 64 pi. It's going to give me 64 pi. In this case, we're going to leave our answer in terms of pi. All right, in terms of pi. If they wanted us to leave our answer in decimal form, or to correct to, I mean correct to one decimal place or two decimal place, I was just gonna say 64 times pi, and then I'll get that. I then get my answer to one decimal place or two decimal place. But in this case, I'm just gonna leave my answer in terms of pi. So it's very important to listen to what the question wants you to leave your answer. It's very important to know the form by which the question wants you to leave your answer in. This is very, very important. If your answer says leave your answer in terms of pi, leave your answer in terms of pi. If the question asks you to leave your answer correct to one decimal place or two decimal place, make sure you leave your answer accordingly. All right, so now we want to look at this one. This is different from the ones that we've been doing now. So this is a semicircle. I come here, then I highlight semicircle. So it says a semicircle. A semicircle is an area of 50 meters squared. All right, a semicircle. This is not a full circle. This is not a full circle at all. It's not. All right, it's not. It's not. It's not. So what should I do in this case? I have to highlight what they want me to find. You see here, they are saying find the perimeter. They didn't say find the area. They did not say find the circumference, but they are saying find the perimeter. So perimeter, it means I'm going to add all the sides around. Okay, the total distance around. That's basically what I'm doing. All right. So in other words, I need to find this, which happens to be my diameter, of course. The length of this in blue, which happens to be my diameter. And then I'm going to need also to find this length here. All right. So now I'm going to show you. All right. So first things first. Let's use the formula of area that they used, because in this case they said a semicircle is an area of 50 meters squared area. So in other words, what they did here was they used the formula for area of a semicircle to give us the 50 meters squared. Okay, so in other words, this is what they did. They used area of semicircle, area of semicircle, which is equal to, since it's a semicircle, semi means half of the full. Semi means half of the full. So what do? I have first the area of the full circle. So this becomes the formula of the area of the semicircle, which is half pi r squared, or I can just simply write pi r squared divided by 2. So this is the formula that they used. This is the formula that they used. So now, let me just use this space over here. I'm going to just squeeze in and do my calculations over here. Okay, so I'll just put my board right here. Okay, so that I can capitalize on the space here. All right, so this is the area that the area formula of the semicircle that they used to get this 50. All right, so now I then use that formula, pi r squared over 2, which is the area of the semicircle that they used to get this 50. That's the area that they used to get the 50. You see, that's what I do. All right, so I'm now going to reverse and then find my radius. Because for me to find this diameter, you remember diameter is what? Diameter is 2 times the radius. Okay, that's diameter. So what I just need to do here is to find the radius, and then I multiply it by 2 to find this length of this diameter. All right, so now I'm reversing. So first things first, let me just push my board right here. First things first, I'm going to get rid of the 2, because what I'm just simply going to do is to make R the subject of formula, or I'm simply solving for R, okay, which happens to be my radius. And once I get that radius, I'm going to multiply it by 2 for me to get the diameter, which I highlighted in blue. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to multiply this by 2, here by 2, because I need to first get rid of this 2 here. All right, so these 2 cancel out, and then I'm now left with pi r squared is equal to 100, because 50 times 2 is 100. Then the next thing I'm gonna do here is to remove the pi from the r squared that I want to make subject or formula. So I need to get rid of the pi by dividing both sides by pi, and then now I've got r squared left is equals to 100 divided by pi. All right, something that I'm going to just put in the calculator, square on, okay, over pi. And then now I need to remove the squared there. How do I remove the squared? By square rooting both sides. And that's what I'm doing just now. So now, um, so now I'm left with r is equal to root 100 over pi. Root 100 over pi. So what is r now? Equal to my radius. So my radius, if I put everything in the calculator, the radius is going to be 5.64189. Let's just write up to here. So now I've got my my radius. So now I need to just find my diameter. Like I said, diameter is 2 times the radius. All right. So what I just need to do is to multiply this by 2. The radius is this radius by 2. Okay. So I'm going to multiply this by 2 to find my diameter now. So diameter is gonna be equal to 5.64189 times 2, all right, times 2, times 2. All right, so what does it give me? It's going to give me, okay, let me just put it quickly in the calculator. All right, so my diameter now is going to be 11.28379. All right, that's going to be my diameter. Perfect. So I found my diameter. I found my diameter. So I'm going up, 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 up here. And then I now know what my diameter is. I now know what my diameter is. Okay, so I'm going to come here, then I'm going to write 11.28. This is my diameter. This is my diameter. All right. So I found my diameter. I found my diameter. So because of space, I'm just going to erase this part here that I used to find my diameter. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna erase now so that I can find the other part that I need to find, which happens to be the part in orange there. Okay, so now I need to find my my circumference, but you can see that it's a half of a circle. So we know that the formula for circumference of a circle, of a full circle, this is for a full circle. The circumference of a full circle is equal to pi times diameter. Pi times diameter. All right, so this is the formula for the whole circle. For the whole circle. All right, so since this is a semicircle, since this is a semicircle, since it's a semicircle, the formula now is going to be pi times d divided by 2. All right, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I already solved my diameter. I now know what my diameter is. So I'm just going to sub everything into this formula for semicircle, circumference of a semicircle, which is pi times diameter divided by 2. So this is going to be pi times 11.28. Then I divide this by 2. All right, so what do you get? If you punch everything in the calculator, you are going to get 17.72. All right, so this is my 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 circumference of this semicircle. All right, so now I'm gonna put here 17.72. So I've managed to find all the parts that I wanted to find. So now I need to work out the perimeter. So like I said, the perimeter is adding all the sides that are around. That's perimeter, or the total distance around. Okay, around. So that means that I need to add this and that together. The diameter plus the circumference of the semicircle to find my perimeter. So now I can then conclude by saying perimeter is equal to 11.28, which is going to be the diameter, plus the 17.72, which will give me 29. So the perimeter is 29. I am done with this question. All right, I'm done with the question. That's how you find uh, um, that's how you find the perimeter of this semicircle when you are given the area. All right, so I want you to play it over and over and over and over and over and over until you get the concept right. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish with this one. Okay, so let's read it out first. All right, so this one says a circle field has a diameter of 32 meters. A farmer wants to build a fence around the edge of the field. So what does the farmer wants to do? The farmer wants to build a fence around. You see what I'm doing now? This is what the farmer wants to do, around the edge of the circumference, of the field, around the edge of the field. So each meter of fence will cost 15 pounds and 95 pence. Work out the total cost. So what are the keywords that they've given us? Whenever they give you questions, they actually provide you with the guidelines, actually. So in this case here, they told us what the farmer wants to do. The farmer wants to build a fence around the edge of the field, around the edge, around. It means circumference. That's what it means. It means circumference. It means circumference. So they said around. It means circumference, isn't it? So we know that the circumference of a circle is pi times diameter. Okay? Pi times diameter. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is my circumference formula. All right. How did I know that I had to use this formula? Is because they gave me a clue here. Around. Around means circumference. Around. Yes. Okay. So pi times d, and then I say they've given me the diameter, right? If you go up here, you can see that the diameter here is 32 meters. That's the diameter. The diameter is 32 meters. The diameter is 32 meters here. So what I'm just gonna do is to sub in those values into the formula. All right. Then I'm just going to leave my answer for now in terms of pi. So this is going to be 32 pi. This is going to be 32 pi. This is going to be 32 pi. So this is the circumference of the circle. All right. So what do we do now? They say that each meter of fence will cost 15 pounds and 95 pence. All right. Yes. So now I need to work out the total cost of the fence. The total costs of the fence. I now know the the circumference, which is 32 pi, or the total area around the field, which is 32 pi. That's why I had to work this one out so that I can be able to use that to find the total cost. So in this case, I'm going to take that um, 32 pi, which I got when I worked out the total, the area or around, okay? But this in this case, not the area, but this is the circumference that I had to find. So I now got 32 pi, and then I'm going to multiply that 32 pi by the cost, all right, per meter, which is 15 pounds and 95 pence. And I multiply these two together. All right, so what do I get? What do I get? All right, let me use my calculator. So 32 times 15.95. All right, so I've got 1,603 pounds and 47 pence. Right. So this will be the total cost of the fence. This will be the total cost of the fence. All right. So I don't want to make this too long. I don't want to make this too long, but I want you to play this video over and over and over and over again until you master everything that we've been doing. So I'm going to create another video. This time around, I'll be putting hard questions that is to do with area and circumference in real life situations. Yeah, in real life situations. So that's what I'm going to do to make it more practical. So I want to show you that you can actually apply area and circumference in real life. All right, yeah, in real life. So there are real life cases or real life situations that we are going to be looking at the same time applying circumference and area. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. So watch out for that video. I'm going to upload it soon. All right, so please keep on revising. Keep on revising. The more you revise, the more you create a strong muscle memory. All right, kids don't fail because they were not taught. Kids fail because they forget. So keep on revising. Cheers. Bye-bye.